Goeiemorgen, good morning, Sawubona, Goedemorgen, Privet. Today I'm going to show you how to make these bangles. Yes, I know it's weird to have the bangle without the jingle. You can just wear a collection of them as a jewelry. They're very useful if you go somewhere where metal would not be a good idea. You could go swimming with these and still have your crochet style with you all the way. They're also practical. You can hang something like a key from this. Otherwise, you can also use a keychain to hang anything that you might need with you all the time, which is one of the reasons I like this to be rather tight so it stays there. You could also decorate them by adding charms. To make this, you will need a small amount. Yes, I know it's a huge skein. You only need a small amount, like 3 or 4 meters, I have measured, of a cotton double knit. I'm using Ali cotton on. This one is the color red, as you know, you can see. With that, you also need a 4mm crochet hook, a yarn needle to weave in the ends, and something to cut with. To make this project, you will need to know how to make a slip stitch and a chainless foundation double crochet. In US terms, that will be a foundation single crochet or a chainless foundation single crochet. Please note that when I crochet, I use UK terminology, but when I remember, I will mention the US equivalent and of course, Afrikaans. Should you need any help, I have a YouTube tutorial for each of these skills available on my channel. We are basically going to make a single row of chainless foundation, join it to the start point, and that's it. The fastest, easiest bangle you've ever made. Let's get started. We'll start with a slip knot. This pattern is available for free on my coffee shop. Check out the link if you're interested. With the yarn attached to the hook, chain 3. To make a chain stitch, yarn around hook, pull through the loop on the hook. 1, 2, 3 chains made. Insert the hook into the first chain, through both the back loop as normal and the bump as well. Pull through. You have 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull through 1 loop only. You still have 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull through both loops. That was the first stitch of your chainless foundation double crochet. To make the next one, insert the hook underneath both the loops of the V at the bottom of the stitch. Yarn over, pull through. You have 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull through 1 loop only. Yarn over, pull through both loops. Again, insert hook under both loops at the bottom of the previous stitch. Yarn over, draw up a loop. Yarn over, pull through 1 loop only. Yarn over, pull through both loops. One more time. For the next stitch, insert the hook underneath both loops of the previous stitch. Yarn over, draw up a loop. You have 2 loops on this hook. Yarn over, pull through 1 loop only. Yarn over, pull through both loops only. There you have. So far we have 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches complete. Continue in this manner until you have 30 stitches. There is no fasteners in this bangle, so you have to make it exactly according to the size of the person who will be wearing it. Depending on your tension, you may need more or less stitches. It's not only here that it needs to fit, it also needs to fit across your hand. Continue to crochet, chainless foundation, single crochets. Counting on camera is never a good idea, but I'm going to do this anyway. So 3, 6, 9, 28, I need 2 more, and now that would be 30. The side at the bottom will be slightly tighter than the side at the top, so it has a tendency to curl when you put it on. But don't worry, we will use this to our advantage. I am using 30 stitches. My wrist circumference is only 15 centimeters. 15 centimeters would be 6 inches. And the biggest part, when I need to draw it around my hand, let's see, yep, that looks like the tightest part, is not even 20 centimeters. But before joining, when you've made a number of stitches, maybe see if it will fit around your wrist and adjust according to your size. We now need to join the beginning and the end. You cannot only make a single slip stitch, because then only one part of it will be joined and there will be this like thing hanging. So to make a neat join, you need to join at the bottom as well as the top of the Chainless Foundation Double Crochets. To do that, insert the hook under both loops of the bottom of the stitch as usual, yarn over and draw up a loop. Keeping those 2 loops on the hook, make sure this length of work is not tangled. Fold it back double and insert it into that chain where you started. If you look at the start of the work, there is the first stitch recognizable as a stitch. I started with a slip knot, and there is the first chain at the bottom, and if you follow up that chain 3, we also have a chain at the top. There is the first stitch, and this is the top of the chain 3. We will work into that part and into that part. So back to the 2 loops on the hook and insert the hook into this chain where we started. Then yarn over, pull through that chain at the start of the row, as well as the bottom chain in the current part of the work. Then draw up a loop again and complete this as if it was a normal double crochet. Now we have joined the bottom parts of the work together. So turn this up, insert the hook, not into that first V stitch, insert the hook into this chain. If possible, go through 2 loops. Yarn over, pull through that chain, my chains were very tight, as well as the last loop on the hook. Then fasten off. I make 2 chains to fasten off. Leave enough yarn to work in the tails, cut, pull out and pull tight. If you look at it now, the one yarn tail can be worked in at the bottom and the ending yarn tail can be worked in towards the other side. and the chainless foundation has been joined at the bottom and the top of the work. As for finishing touches, all you need to do is work in the yarn ends and cut them. There you can see where I have worked in the yarn ends is a slight difference to the rest. Until next time, have fun crafting!